Hello everyone, your not quite favorite YouTuber here, and welcome to the last part of my prediction series for ESL 1 Cologne. In the semi-finals we saw SK beat Virtus Pro. It went to 3 maps, but the 2 maps that SK won they were pretty dominant on, and Liquid actually took down Fnatic 2-0, which personally I'm quite happy, not because I picked Liquid yesterday, no, I picked Fnatic, but I couldn't really get gold anyways anymore, so I don't really care, but as a team I like Liquid way more than Fnatic, and both maps were very close, but still I think that both teams that are in the final do really deserve it. And actually that's the first time in a CSGO major that there is no European team in the final. Now before I give you my insight on who I think will win, we'll just go over the beta process real quick. The beta goes ban, pick, and then out of the remaining 3 maps the third is randomly chosen. Now for the bans, SK will most certainly ban Cash, it's just a map they don't really play at all and they're not good at it. And Liquid might ban either Mirage or Train. I think they'll ban Mirage just because SK are pretty good on it. They're pretty good on almost all maps, but Mirage is more or less one of their best maps. And for the picks, I could see SK go for either Train or Mirage depending on Liquid's ban, or they might play a risky game and go for Nuke, because they beat Virtus Pro in a pretty convincing fashion on it. And Liquid will most likely pick Cobblestone because they're just hands down at the moment probably the best Cobblestone team out there. They might also be picking Overpass if SK decide to ban Cobblestone instead of Cash, but I think in this case Liquid would be way more likely to actually pick Cash, but that's most certainly not gonna happen anyways. I think that if it comes down to a third map, SK do have a little advantage over Liquid just because I feel that their map pool is a bit broader. I mean, essentially they're great on any map besides Cash, so this gives them quite a bit an advantage over Liquid. Now so much for the beta, but that's only part of the game. The rest is obviously playing the matches, and this I think is way more interesting. Actually, Liquid put up a great show against Fnatic. I mean, every player had their moments where they were slacking a little bit. Elite was falling off slightly on the first map, Hiko was falling off slightly on the second map while Elite was stepping up, but overall they held together very good. Now for SK, not quite as much. Taco and FNX didn't really convince me 100% today. Luckily they had Cold Zero and Fallen who were really playing outstandingly, so the lackluster performance didn't impact them that much. But now in this grand finals all players in both teams will have to bring their absolute A game, and even then I think it's around 50-50 in terms of skill, maybe a little bit favoring Liquid actually if JDM manages to go off. From a tactical point of view, we do have Fallen going versus Peacemaker, the 2 Brazilian master stratters, and in this case I think Peacemaker and Liquid have the advantage because there's just way more material to go from when judging SK's plays, their strats and whatever, and there's just not too much that we can see from Liquid, especially with their current roster. They've only been playing with JDM for quite a short while, and also Peacemaker joined them only rather recently, so it's not as easy to judge Liquid as it is to judge SK. And also I feel like Liquid are better at adapting to their opponents mid-round, which is also very important. Now overall in my opinion this match is straight 50-50. I expect it to go to 3 maps, probably overtimes as well, and for me personally it doesn't matter anymore who wins. I can't get gold in a pick and challenge anyways. Personally I'll be going with Liquid because I feel like their performance over the whole course of the major was a bit more impressive than SK's performance. Sure, obviously SK's were huge overdogs and Liquid not so much, but I feel like Liquid put lots of work in it. They really stepped up their game big time, which you have to give them credit for. I mean obviously SK also deserves credit, but I feel like Liquid had the more impressive run at this major so far, and therefore personally I'll be going with Liquid. Overall I think it comes down to personal preference, but if the outcome of this match depended on me getting gold or not, I'd probably be going with SK, just because they do have an advantage in maps, and it could always be that Liquid mess up strategically or that one player falls off, and overall I feel like SK is a little bit more consistent. So yeah, I'll be going against my prediction with Liquid just because it doesn't matter for me anymore, and I want Liquid to win over SK actually. That's been from this video, from this series, from me. I might be doing an after event analysis of how each team performed if you want me to do that. Let me know if I should do something like this, because I think it might be interesting. And yeah, until next time, bye.